the people of the Republic of Korea, fleeing through ruined cities from the communists of North Korea. They stretch in tragic columns as far as the eye can see. The cold statistics say there may be as many as 10 million of them in flight, half the people of the Republic. But each figure in the universal charts of misery is a human being. A mother carrying her baby. A father loaded with all that is left of his family's possessions. They block military traffic on its way to stop the Reds. But who can bar the road to people like these? For those who survive the perilous flight, and many don't, there is welcome help. Medical care comes from the United Nations. Men in the midst of a tough, hard battle to halt the communist attack find time to take care of these cold, hungry people. Then in new warm clothes, the children receive nourishing food, often the first meal after days of wandering. For these children, war, flight, fear, hunger, and refuge are new experiences. But for the GIs and their brothers in arms who have fought aggression before in Asia and Europe, they are experiences in a pattern they hope to destroy. Many of the children have seen their parents killed, and they hang on to their new friends. GI units adopt mascots. Some units take care of dozens, for many GIs have brothers or nephews, or even sons the same ages as these youngsters. So now there's the excitement of watching them get strong and healthy on Army rations, and of teaching them a few words of English. And the youngsters, now that the war is over for them, enter willingly into the strange new life of the United Nations Army. Behind the lines, they even get haircuts like their soldier friends. And soon they're on rough and tumble terms with their new friends. Clothes are sent to them from America, part of the 4 million pounds of supplies that have been donated by friendly Americans to Korea's people. But fighting units bound again for the front are not proper homes for youngsters, even orphans. Hundreds and thousands of children are evacuated to safer areas. Some of these children are as young as 6 months. Many of them can remember no arms but khaki-covered ones. Far to the south, they're unloaded at safe sanctuaries, miles from the hateful sound of battle and the panic of flight. These children have come from the thousands of cities and villages destroyed in the Red attack. Most of their country is desolated. Their homes are rubbish. Their parents lost or dead. Now they're getting help from strangers, many of whom, a short while ago, hardly knew where Korea was. Some, clouded by nightmare memories, seem as if they will never smile again. American storybooks introduce others to a new world. But for many, it will be months before the aching shock of war is forgotten. One of the major sanctuaries is Jeju Island, 50 miles off the southwest coast of southern Korea. 70,000 refugees, including thousands of children, have already landed here. Many of them have been without proper attention for months. Some of them cannot recall their own names, or the site of their native villages, or even of their parents' faces. And more arrive daily. An agricultural college is turned into an orphanage. The youngsters share clothes, bedding, and even spoons. But there are plenty of medicines sent from America. Rhythmic games and traditional dances keep them occupied. For the present, they're cared for and safe. At the Happy Mountain Orphanage, the war seems far away. Peace fills the air for these youngsters as they try some old Korean handicrafts vaguely remembered. But true peace is still far distant, for half of their nation has been turned to wandering, and these silent, trusting children still face a future of makeshift camps and improvised meals and hand-me-down clothes. But like the youngsters in every camp, they get a great joy out of the traditional songs and dances. Army Commander General Van Fleet pays a visit to the children of another camp. A few weeks or months ago, some of them were living as scavengers in cities like Seoul. Their parents among the anonymous and unrecorded dead, they roamed Korea like lost sheep. Eventually, like children everywhere, they learned to play again. It's children like these who will form the heart of a new Korea, a Korea which will live in peace among the free nations of the world.